Greeks is what my picks are. Sam's already got Team Greeks for the dub, okay.
Oh, I don't even have you
Dan K just followed.
followed.
Insane.
There we go.
Thank
Alright,
you for the
we're gonna
follow.
split
DK25.
screen this.
Where's the stream? Alright, hold on, I'll link it, Dom. Not that Dom can even hear me right now.
Where's the chat? Why is it doing this?
Never mind, I'm just impatient. Alright, for anyone that might be in the stream already, Danza said pog, 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 pog. Okay, okay. Yeah, so we got the Vita win for maybe anyone who hasn't been keeping up with the Discord chat or can't see it. We got a ban of Nuke from Caffey's team. Pete's team is banning Anubis. Caffey's team is picking Dust 2. Steve's team is picking Train. That leaves Mirage. Pete will be playing with Steven instead of Andy. Steven is subbing for Andy, who cannot make it currently. Sam P, who is subbing for Kyle, is sick. Kyle's actually here. Kyle said he's down to play still. Kyle and Caffey are going to play together like was originally intended. Would like to see maybe less substitutions if we do this going forward, but it's the first time trying this out.
Alright,
Sam will not be joining us on the broadcast today, but Dan K, a player in the tournament, will be joining us on the broadcast. Me and Johnny, you're like regular. We're all here, correct?
Here, yep, I am here.
All right, cool.
Are the players joining, or are they still
They
warming
need
up?
to join onto me.
Okay.
What's the next match? Yeah, so it's Pete and Steve, Team Greek versus Kyle and Caffey. First map is Dust 2
Dust.
coming out from Caffey and Kyle. Second will be Train, third will be Mirage. Team Greek, Steve doing a little trolling, saying he wants T-side. No, wait, I want T-side. Does he mean he wants CT?
He's bro's trolling.
I can't tell with Steve if he's just trolling sometimes or just making the mistakes. The Greek generals versus the Leaguer Muscle? That's hilarious. Greek generals is a good one. Leaguer Muslim's another good one too. Some trolling and the game hasn't started. Hey. Yeah. Steve has been itching to play, so it's good he was able to get in this tournament. Get his feet wet.
He was itching.
Okay, Caffey, team Leaguers is taking CT on Train. I'll confirm with Steve that he does want T-side.
Dude, the train pick is crazy.
I think Team Greek's just trying to get something we haven't seen, maybe get a little spicy here.
Definitely gonna see
Okay,
some,
Steve
frame
does want
dropping.
T.
Whoop.
Before we get into the game, Johnny, what are your predictions for the match coming up?
This is interesting. I mean, we have 2 subs on both teams, so
Kyle is the original teammate, to be fair.
that is true. But we never got to see his game.
He did not get
so
to
it's
play,
hard
but
to
he is the
judge.
original person meant to play. So
That is true. No. Yeah, that is true. I just we haven't seen his gameplay, and I haven't seen much of his gameplay personally outside of this tour. I mean, just in general. So I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be a close one for sure. But I think Steve and who's on Steve and Caffey
Peter,
are taking
no,
this.
Steve and
Oh,
Peter.
Steve and Peter.
Steve.
Oh shit. Okay.
I think
Greeks.
In terms of raw
Yeah.
firepower skill, Steve and Pete
Okay.
definitely have it. They have the most hours in the game between Caffey and
between the four of
Kyle,
them.
but you never know. Kyle can pull out the AUG and start clicking on heads. So
Kyle does have the Chinese genes. They are certified aimers in Counter-Strike. Danzo even saying in chat as I say it, Kyle has aim. I don't know what it is with
Kyle-
Chinese people that play Counter-Strike. I've never seen one of them have terrible aim.
Kyle's got that dog in him. What can
Ethan
I say?
says turn up Dan K in Discord. Alright. I didn't think Dan K was that low, but that's fine. Turn him up a little bit.
Alright, am I good to start the
The 5 of us are in. Yeah, so load up the
Dust 2?
Dust 2 map. Yeah, when you get in, you're Did Sam send you the commands?
Yeah, do
Alright.
I do it as a comp game, I think.
Just load the map and do Wingman.
Oh, then we have to restart that. I did competitive. Wait.
We will have to
Yeah,
restart,
yeah,
yeah.
we have.
Because it'll be, the money and rounds will be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
No,
fine.
that's
Okay.
my
It's all
bad.
good, all good, all good. Technical difficulties. Sam on mandatory girlfriend duty. Dan K asking if he could cast. Nothing against Dan K. Would like to see Sam on more, but as I've said, I'm more than happy to have people come on and try to cast, do analysis, whatever they want to do. We had Danzo give a great color cast. So, you know, if people want to try, want to have some fun, for sure, hit me up.
The jaw. I'm laughing at Kyle's profile.
Yeah, his profile picture's funny. Danzo will be casting the grand finals from Cancun. Perfect.
Let's go! Huge.
Sam saying Kyle was goated in CSGO, not so much CS2, and then claiming it's not his words but Kyle's. Interesting, interesting. Dima's taking Team Greek. Steve top frag. Bold prediction from Dima. Okay. Danzo bringing up some Balkan history. Some maybe trying to get the players a little agitated before the match, I guess. I don't know. What else we got here? Yeah, not really sure that guy said his balls earlier. That was a little strange. Tadziki is a turkey. Alright. Maybe I need to stop reading this message. I cannot join the
Looking at it
spectators,
right
Dan
now.
K.
I don't know what that is.
You can't join the
I
spectators.
cannot join the
Is this the dish?
spectators.
Hold on.
If you put in some of the commands, like team stuff and everything, you might have to restart, like MP_ restart game, for them to take effect.
Oh.
You can always ask Sam.
Alright, I just did restart game.
Let me just make sure everyone's mudded in the game. So far, only good things being typed, but in case teams are calming strats through fucking voice chatting game, I don't want to have anything picked up.
Steve is quoting Theo Vaughn, if you're curious. Are you in the map yet?
Dan, I can't spectate still.
You can't.
Yeah, let me try to leave and then rejoin you.
What does Steve mean
It says
by
you were
that?
in the party, but
Yeah, hold on. Sam is claiming. Are you sure you did wing? I mean, it says it right there. Sam Danke did load up a wingman.
yeah, it's Wingman.
Okay, yeah, now I can spectate. Cool.
There we go.
Great.
Okay.
All right. Whenever they're ready, we can go live. Already seeing. I like the buy from Steve already. Looking to get his name
All right.
echoed through the
Think we're ready?
pantheons of Greek mythology. Yeah, a classic IT move. The next step was to have Dan K restart the game, Dom. Classic IT procedures. Have user
boys, you
disconnect, reconnect, have server restart. I mean,
It's are they ready?
we're
Are the
ready.
players
It's up to them. There is a way to type console into the match for some stuff, but no, there should be a delay, Dom. There should be a 25-second delay.
team's currently connected to Polish Wi-Fi.
Who's the underdog? Seeding wise, it's Team Sweaty and Peter. I think most people though, with Steve subbing in for Andy, are gonna take Team Peter and Steve though.
All right.
All right, we're live.
Boys. Here we go.
Let's get it.
Early cat rush.
Kyle here is gonna have to get readjusted. Just re-downloaded the game. Steve looking to make use of his util. Gonna molly off site. Peter with the wide swing already. The utility from Steve gonna force Kyle out into the open. This is the fire I wanted to see out of Team Greek. That Greek fire.
And an easy double kill for Peter.
Assuming the CT's here, just gonna take a full save, no investment.
One
Steve,
for
curious if he'll
Scout.
buy a scout? No, just the Galil. Keeping it serious, but Deagle. Interesting. Light util as well. Poor Ultra Beast had to get flanked by his teammate. Kyle here, close with the P2K, not quite able to get anything done. Pete, the unstoppable force running up Cat. Gonna turn his back, doesn't even give a fuck. Steve with the headshot on the Caffey. Greek peak, great. That should, if they still had Steam group showing, Greek peak would be a funny one for Steve and Peter.
All right. Caffey and Kyle able to sneak out a buy here, and then pick up the rifles. Kyle, predictably, gonna pick up the AUG.
The AUG. Very light utility. Oh.
They're going long, and the team is gonna be going cat here. Yeah, they should be. Oh, they're kind of slowing down.
A lot of cat hits from the terrace. I mean, only 2 rounds, but very hard emphasis on cat.
Kind of surprised it's not the other way around with Caffey using the AUG in almost every single one of his matches.
Yeah, I think Caffey maybe just a little late on money, wanted to get some util out.
I mean, good swap, but yeah.
The AUG's just a bit more expensive.
Oh,
Would
I
mean
didn't
like
mean
one
trade
less
guns,
flash.
but-
Oh, Kyle loves the AUG. Yeah, Kyle's a big
Oh,
auger.
okay, well.
Drew, you might want to put your faith behind Team Kyle Caffey. I think they're going by the League or Muslims as their team name. Showing support for the oppressed brethren over in Kyle's homeland of China.
Alright, looks like there's Molly, flash, good.
His faith was already behind Caffey, hell yeah. Steve! Risk! Oh my! Who is this guy?
I don't think Caffey saw him through the fire there. I think that's why
That's a
Caffey held
good-
his shot.
It's a good calm. Steve maybe also didn't see him at first either. So,
T-side mollies.
CT's here.
Caused a little bit of
Kyle with the
defensive
knife.
stability.
Doesn't even have the game installed. Knife though. I'm sure Caffey will be happy to hear that his favorite rival in the jungle is here supporting him. Kyle here opting with the 5-7, very reminiscent of early CSGO, probably the last time Kyle seriously played this game. The mollies here are very oppressive from Steve. Peter with a spray onto Kyle. Maybe saw him, might have just spammed the smoke. Caffey here, half of his health, is going to hear the plant, looking to push through the smoke. Peeking car, going to check long. Can get the drop on Steve. Not quite Peter saving Steve's life.
Peter, one who doubts himself, playing just excellent.
Very
This
doubtful
match
of
already.
himself.
No, I have high faith in
Not a
this player.
single
I do
kill
as well.
between the 2 CTs.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
the pistol round and 2 saves. You would like to see maybe a kill or 2 out of those rounds, but understandable they haven't quite able gotten it done. Another scuffed buy out of the CTs. Only 2 FAMASs. The AKs here should be able to get some good work done. Swinging a little too wide, doesn't quite know the molly lineup, but just gonna get it well done enough. Swinging. Steve gonna be tapping down Caffey.
Yeah, Caffey down.
Caffey here, 1 shot. The double nades coming in. Steve not quite able to finish his kill.
Oh. Timing almost killed Pete.
Steve gonna take the wide swing. Very even affair from Steven and Peter right now. Almost more even from Kyle and Caffey, who unfortunately both have yet to get on the board. Steve here leading with 114 UD before the half's even over. There are people who have played 4 or 5, even 6 games that don't even have that UD between those games total. Steve in 5 rounds is already out utilling the majority of the tournament here. So I think this is already great stuff from Steve, who has been watching from home so far.
Oh,
Shut down.
True, you're too funny. We got Kyle here. Realizing it's going to be a straight cat hit, hearing 2 molly is going to be backing up.
Just straight shit talking the
Yeah,
chat.
you're lucky Caffey's not watching. Kyle, that probably should have been a headshot. Maybe it was a dink through the wall. Isn't going to be able to hear Peter. That's a little too far away. Peter dropping within the smoke as well to drop one. Very smart from Peter, I'd like to highlight. Dropping the way he did down like this prevents Caffey from being able to see him. If he dropped it this way, Caffey probably would have seen him and just shot him as soon as he landed.
6-0.
CT's here, choosing to just force buy over and over. Do we think the force buys are hurting them here, Johnny?
I mean, you know,
I'm throwing you it easy. They're not really... Not an emphasis here on playing together with the refrag.
Hold on now.
Peter gonna take his time.
This force buy might actually pay off this time.
You gotta get one eventually.
Ooh,
Caffey here looking to not quite creep through the smoke, taking his time.
Peter with a nade could easily...
Choosing the nade towards the back cat box, straight nade. Not gonna quite spot Caffey. Timing on Peter. That will pick up their first round.
Works out.
The half not quite yet over, but
6-1.
Going into the next half, I think we'd all agree we'd like to see just more coordination out of the leaguers. They're playing separated almost every round. Not really much good util being thrown. No enemies flash, no UD from them. Meanwhile, Team Greek here, I mean, there's the util I've been asking for. Kyle full blind, doesn't even get a shot off at Peter.
They're playing super disconnected. I think that's what's really hurting them.
I agree. We need to see that change for the second half, otherwise, Peter, crisp headshot. If we don't see this adjustment, it's over. Peter showing why he was seeded number 2 overall by ChatGPT.
It's gonna be a scary 3 matches for them.
Yep. He would have big 11.
Will Kyle pop off? He has the genetics. I don't know who you are, but I was saying, Chinese people have insane aim in CS. I don't know what it is. They have insane aim. Kyle, great aim considering he probably hasn't touched this game in like a year. I say that, stat is not really reflecting that, but not looking lost. Speaking of Kyle here, is going to be running up cat with his compatriot Caffey. Steve here, sight. Smoking a nade, choosing not to throw them. Just going to take the straight aim duels. Peter. Not quite able to finish the kill onto Kyle. Kyle not even able to finish him. Both swinging. Kyle swinging while reloading, but it paid off somehow.
Kyle doesn't want his pistol.
The CT's there, playing separated again. Steve not using the util he bought. Looks like both teams having similar problems. What, Danke, sorry?
You can't play separated on this map, especially on the CT.
There's only 2 ways to watch, and they're...
Yeah.
I mean, they're...
We said it before, I mean, this is WINGMAN, you have to play together. Gotta trade each other out.
Yeah. You have to be very confident that you're going to be able to win your aim duels separated.
Separate duels here, down long.
At least still peeking long together. Kyle and Caffey, not just claiming a round, but mounting what could be the comeback of the tournament. First real true comeback, I'd say, besides maybe the comeback Dan K you actually had against Team Unk. You guys were down 0-5, I believe, one of the maps. Ooh, that's... Kyle and Caffey not even able to get damage off.
Grab the AKs.
Team Greek.
It's gonna be rough. They're gonna have a bad buy here.
Guaranteeing match point.
Gonna have to force, though.
Kyle and Caffey gonna throw everything on the cards.
Here. I feel like Cat's kind of the guy, and yeah, the CTs are gonna go long here. Oh no, they don't even know.
Steve here getting an early molly, gonna peek with the molly. Not sure if he heard. Yeah, he must not have heard the molly tick. Otherwise, he would be nading behind that molly. CT's here playing very separated. Would like to see Peter maybe take up a position card, be able to help Steve a little more. Pete very isolated, as is Steven. A well-placed nade here could end the terrorists.
True. Playing separated like this is not good against Desert Eagles, though.
Not good ever, really, but especially against the pistol, it gives them a chance that they normally wouldn't have.
Oh, not checking the door.
The trigger discipline from Steven.
Oh my gosh.
Kyle nor Caffey see him. This will be the map right here. Unless Steven chokes. Steven misses the first shot, able to hit the readjustment. Well played game from Steven and Peter. Peter, a 13-3. Steve, 136 UD. That puts him already within one map at either third, maybe even second. Now, probably just third, maybe fourth on utility damage within one map. Steve's utility definitely a difference maker here.
Steve getting added to the board.
Steve, he's got to have some bragging rights on the UD. All right, map 2 is going to be Train. Train was the pick of Team Greek. First Train game of the tournament.
Danke, who was your pick for that? Which team do you think was going to win going into that match?
I think I said Pete and Steve, because they kind of have the experience between the two. Steve's got a lot of hours. He's also great with the util.
Danke did, yeah. He said the hours between Pete and Steve was a little, just too much experience, which I agree with. We saw it there. Great team play, great nades. Not really relying on their aim too much, but able to get it done.
Without a doubt.
What needs to be changed, Johnny, for Caffey and Kyle to have a chance here on Train?
Well, playing together, that's for one. Those early rounds on CT, they were playing separated, didn't trade each other out. The util was fine, but could be better, of course. But also, I mean, Peter and Steve, I mean, they were just, their aim was also, we were seeing a lot of good shots coming out from both of them.
Hey, we can forgive Steve missing the first shot on the guy looking the other way last round. You know, happens to the best of us.
Well, yeah. I mean,
he got the readjustment. He got both.
That was still really good discipline, though. Not shooting.
The trigger discipline from Steve there. Beautiful.
Most would just spray whoever comes out of that door. The first person.
Most people, especially,
even if they weren't checked.
Yeah, they would have just shot the first guy, 100%.
I think Caffey and Kyle are still in it, though. They just have to play together.
Train here, gonna be a map that Pete and Steve, they can throw util on the fly, but neither of them are definitely playing. It is best of 3 JP, yes. But the utility's not gonna be as strong, I would imagine. Train is a very util-dependent map, but Steve nor Pete, no one really plays this map, so I don't expect anyone to know set util. Maybe some on-the-fly stuff, but on-the-fly util, if you're out in the open, point on an A, that's when Kyle or Caffey takes your head off clean with an AUG.
I'm gonna give the advantage here to Steve. I know Steve, I've played Train with Steve. I know how good he can be at this map.
Okay.
He's probably the one with the most hours on the map. I don't think Pete is a big fan of Train, and I don't think Caffey's played the new Train, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
So, for that reason, I'm gonna give the advantage to Steve. But anything could happen. The CTs really just need to play together. They can't be divided up like that. It's Wingman. You're playing small maps. You have to play together. That's plain. I wonder if they make that adjustment going into the second map here.
So Dane K, highest rank on Train in the Discord, DMG,
Yes, sir.
Certified
Yes, sir.
Train expert. What do you think we could see here that could be some strength for either teams? What do you want to see out of them on Train here?
For the CTs, they need.
I'm also supporting his LEM Wingman teammate here.
I appreciate that. I think they need to be. They don't. When it comes to the Ivy position, I don't think they need to be too overly cautious of it.
If it's even allowed. We haven't loaded in the Train. I don't even know if they can go Ivy.
I believe the Train. Alright, should we load them into the map first?
Yeah, sorry. You can load them into the map.
I know we had a break between our two first and second map yesterday, so I was giving
that's
allowing
good.
the players
That's
a break. What is the map actually? Let me take a look at this. Let me actually.
So yep, Ivy is part of it. It looks like you can go Ivy, you can wrap all the way around CT. CTs can go Z. The T's can go ladder. Brother no homo, you got a smooth announcer voice. If you're talking about me, thank you. If you're talking about someone else, I'm sure they appreciate it. Yeah, so it looks like this is... I like this. Train used to be in the wingman pool, the old train. And you could, it was the same setup, you could go ladder, you could go Ivy. It's very hard for the CTs. Train usually a CT-sided map, but that is when you have usually 3 to 4 people outside, there's util being dumped, there's ops. With only 2 people and most likely limited util, players probably not knowing util, set util on the new train with this new layout, the map naturally becoming more T-sided. I think this will be a very hard map for the CTs. A little bit of Train Wingman I played back in the day, I remember being pretty T-sided. There's just so much you have to watch.
I'd like to see the CTs play safe from Ivy. I don't think if the T's do decide to go Ivy, they need to be playing kind of like on the bomb train or even like up E-box a little bit, kind of closer to main and pop dog. They can't allow themselves to get flanked from Ivy. If they leave that timing open, I think it's just gonna be the death of them.
Yeah. I think we'll see a similar playstyle here to Anubis, where the CTs are probably going to have to just gamble. Just get some info, get aggressive, shut down certain areas of the map. Yeah, you might have to leave maybe you have to leave Pop Dog open, as Dan K likes to call it, Puppy Dog. Maybe you have to leave Puppy Dog open to take Ivy, but once you have Ivy locked down, you know no one's coming down Ivy for a solid 10-15 seconds.
Yeah.
We're live here, so
Ivy
let's
should-
see what they've been cooking up.
Here
Steve's
we
gonna elect to
go.
I don't even think the players in the
The
CTs
players
are
aren't on the right
they're
team,
live.
I can't help but notice.
Oh,
Can we
wow.
MP underscore restart game, Dan K?
No, let's keep it this way.
I
Did they
I
realize that it started?
I don't. Well, they're on the wrong team, and I guess they didn't get a chance to swap. So
Oh, they didn't. Oh shit!
can
I
we?
didn't realize.
Yeah, that's what I was just pointing out.
MP.
Just MP underscore restart game.
All right, I did do that.
It's game space 1. You probably have to do 1.
Oh, do I have to do one?
Yeah, it should be MP underscore restart game and then space 1, like that.
Alright,
Now
there we go.
do pause and then let them swap. MP underscore pause match. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I didn't realize that players were on the wrong team there.
Yeah, a little confused. Maybe someone loaded in automatically and didn't pick their team. Not really sure who fucked it. Yeah, someone's probably gonna have to disconnect for someone else to. So Caffey. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Yep. I assume there was limits on the teams. All good. Alright, JP with the follow 26 minutes ago. Thank you for that. I'm seeing some talks of match fixing from our other caster in the chat. Sam, call your girlfriend. Stop trying to match fix Kyle's games. Danzo and Sam here arguing over which one Kyle hates more. This is interesting. Alright, Steve, you're actually going to buy util now that it looks like the game's live and we have the right team set up. That's what we like to see. Electing to buy 2 flashbangs. Peter's still deciding if he should buy armor or not.
Alright. We are getting ready.
Alright. I'm excited to see the first train game. I know Johnny's been wanting to see new maps, as am I. Still yet to see a nuke match. Probably won't see one the whole tournament, if I'm being honest.
Might see some lost frames this game.
Looks to see pretty... I mean, with only 4 people, might be a little better. Steve just chucking
Yeah,
flashes
true.
high. Not quite gonna hit anyone. CT's here, doubled up Ivy. Kind of what I was talking about, maybe just gambling, but gonna gamble incorrectly.
What's the site now?
I'm gonna play a retake here.
The
They
retake...
have a good vision on site though, because there's no smoke.
Yeah.
So if they choose to plant out in the open, Caffey can
Steve
get them
also
off guard.
isolated with the bomb. I would have liked to seen a kit if we were playing retake, personally, but... Peter electing
Caffey
not to
would
buy
go-
anything. In the
Big
clutch
damage
here,
and
though,
kill
playing a
him.
headshot angle. One taps Caffey. Knows where Kyle
Guaranteed.
last was. Should have him cleared out that he wrapped around yellow here. Should hear the reload as well. Peter, probably expecting that to be open. Hasn't played the new train yet, evidently. Also has to go find the bomb. Only 30 seconds here. Bomb down, E-box. Kyle taking a solid angle here. Peeks out a little more. He could get the timing on Peter, who's creeping E-box. Peter's scared that maybe Kyle's been ratting around. Kyle just going to take his time. Probably wait for the plan off of Peter, who will be pushing up the site. Kyle, I think, hears this. Does. Peter gonna elect a swing, takes the fight, and wins it.
I mean, Kyle almost had that.
Yeah,
True.
That was very close.
It was well played from Kyle.
Pete exposed himself to that position when he went to go retrieve the bomb. If Kyle had just swung out there.
Peter is activated today. That's what we want to see.
He is
But you want to see if you're a Team Greek fan.
He's locked in.
Steve here looking to farm some more utility stats.
They're gonna give up
The force buy, I didn't even point out yet. We have a force buy coming out. Caffey with no head armor is going to get chipped by the nade. That should be Caffey out of the round. Caffey, 1 HP. Kyle here close. Might not get cleared. The flash not going to hit him. Is going to get Pete. Steven, no, he did this last time. When they won on Dust 2, he didn't full buy. He bought a deagle and some util. That is going to bite them. An interesting economic choice is backfiring. Call it Bidenomics.
I don't know about the Glock second round again. I just, I don't know where that...
Steve clearly must be a Biden fan with these economy choices. We're gonna elect for 2 Galeels full utility here.
Not bad.
Kyle with the A4. Surprised he didn't pull out the AUG. Had the money for it. Little botch smoke game aim, but it's all good. Caffey's still yet to buy head armor. Maybe expecting AKs, but he definitely should not be. Head armor should have been bought. Looking to greed again with the no head armor. Very risky. Could lead to a 1-tap. The T's here.
A
lot of room on this map.
Peter missing the timing on Caffey.
Timing.
Separating on this map as the T's, it's a little risky, but you can maybe prod a hole that a CT isn't watching. You run into the risk, obviously, of no trade potential. But this is why you can split up. Peter's going to get the kill onto Kyle. Peter should be aware that Steve's cleared ladder. Caffey should have been behind him. Maybe just hit an odd timing.
Side by side.
Peter won't be expecting this, though, as he just came from here. A little bit of a lazy check. He's going to come back and double check. Caffey, clean kill. Steve sticks the plant. Caffey with the 1v2 clutch. Effortless.
Cinema.
That's why Caffey's a superior jungle, folks. We see the lurking, we see the gank. Double kill in the mid lane.
Clearly didn't need the head. The
Only lost his top laner Kyle, but
I think Caffey made up for basically letting Kyle die there, because he didn't even swing out the peak Ivy when Pete was out there.
It was a little bit of an unfortunate timing. Yeah.
Like, he was on the long side, like where he is right now. If he had just kind of swung out and checked like by yellow, he would have totally seen him.
Caffey did create an unnecessary timing. He did also make up for it, at least.
Caffey also deciding to turn back around instead of peeking out from that right side.
Caffey,
a huge
a 1 damage nade onto Steve. Kyle here electing to play very close with the A4. The CT's kind of just giving up ladder. Caffey gonna be watching E-Box. Kyle watching T-Con. As long as you can control clean kill on the Peter that's bombed down, Caffey will rotate off that. If you can control Ivy, as I mentioned earlier... Oh, Steven. Let's maybe get the Steven cam before he wins this round. Oh. Beautiful from Steven. Fans are saying he's being spoiled by Kyle screaming. I'm not surprised. But that's what I was saying, sorry. If the CTs can just kind of get Ivy, that cuts out the potential of a wraparound from Spawn and Z. So Ivy, I think, will be a crucial point. The other player kind of just has to be careful of ladder and a main. So only 3 things to watch here. Steve, fade away on Kyle. Peter gonna swing out, not quite able to get Caffey. Position known by Steven. Steven fumbling his util here. The Molly, this should be a free win. Choosing not to hold his Molly, maybe not super confident in the call, but great round from Steven. Economy also looking great for Steven, unlike the Greek economy. Peter here, very poor as the counter-terrorists. Steve electing to not drop his teammate, that's also not buying head armor. Will there be tourneys in the future? I was planning on having more, yes. I like the pop dog rush here. Kyle should start hearing this any second now. I guess not. We know Kyle's hearing isn't quite there after the incident. Quick, clean ladder rush from Team Greek here. For other...
CT economy is
Oh, you meant other
shambles
games?
here.
Bro, if you're even trying to hint about League, I hope you get banned right now. Yeah, tell him to be quiet, Logan.
Yeah.
Get your son under control. Maybe Caffey was talking, I'm not quite sure.
This half is a lot closer than the last match. We saw a
Yeah,
6-0.
already racking up more rounds. Pete and Steve here, taking their time, throwing some utils, what we want to see. Caffey here, gonna get a flashbang, won't quite hit. Close smoke for Steve to take some more ground. The double swing on the Kyle is going to take him down. Caffey here, 1v2 situation, Moss in hand. Knows where both players are. Great jiggles from Caffey. Really good 1v1 management here. Peter's taking that head, just move off though. A 5-2 half. I did predict, I think this was going to be a little bit more T-sided. Steve here electing to upgrade with the AK as it is last round. Just a quick little stat check.
It seems
if
very
anyone's
easy
interested.
to just be able to run onto site on this map.
Even in normal train, current train, you just running out, it's a little easier now. There's less trains, the train is further back, this red train we're seeing, it's not as close. It's a lot easier to get out T-con now, which really helps the Ts.
Smoked off.
Steve aware of back red, a very popular spot thus far for the CTs. The nade as well, very confident. Caffey with a great repositioning though.
I like the setup here from them both playing red. I don't think they're gonna expect this, even if they get one here.
Steve here, not quite able. Ooh, and Peter taking out Caffey. Steven almost getting timing there. Other Tyler, not Tyler you guys know. Other Tyler's in the chat. What's up, Tyler? Just casting my friends. We're doing like an in-house wingman tournament. Fun little side quest. That is not the Tyler you know, Drew. No, different Tyler. Stop asking this dude for your money just because he has the same name. This Tyler is not even in the. He's from Canada, bro. You're not getting no money from him. Peter here with the headshot.
Clean headshot from Peter.
Kyle here. Gonna take down Steve. Actually pretty surprised here. Peter smoked off. Let's see how Peter chooses to play this. Bro is from the 51st state, that is true. He should hear Kyle running up the ladder here. Peter choosing to swing out, able to take down Kyle. 7-2, this looking like a quick 2-0.
Peter in these pistol rounds, I mean, he's just... has he
Peter's
clutched
on
every
tonight. Peter's feeling himself.
He's just dominating in the pistol round.
I'm sure Caffey will be letting me hear it after this match, but maybe would like to see a little bit more of a performance out of them. Steven here finally whipping out the scout. We all know that's Steven's favorite gun. Kyle taking down Peter though. Steve overwhelmed by the Deagles.
It's a big round there from Kyle, getting that entry.
This could be the start of the comeback. Map is probably a little more T-sided now, especially on Wingman.
Oh yeah, I mean, you saw that last half, sprinting on site.
Yeah, a lot of sprinting out. Kyle and Caffey, more than fine to sprint out here.
Caffey deciding to take bomb Ivy, and both CTs
He's
are
possibly
going...
gonna get rushed down. Doesn't hear the footsteps. Able to get it, not quite able to get away. Kyle here.
They have bombs.
And an AK.
This happened last time as well.
Good.
The anti-eco round from Peter and Steve on
should
Dust
not
2
have split
got
up.
them the match point. Kyle here at least attempting to get some util. Has the lineup, just not quite able to get Peter here. Steven with recovered AK. Clean headshot from Steven. Flexing the unboxed Huntsman.
Very unfortunate round
The Leaguers here.
for team.
Back to the Eagles. The only round they've won thus far on the T side, but very poor economy. A lot of Caffey hate in the chat. Let's calm down on Caffey. He's the better jungler than you. Utility here. Ooh, Caffey with the 1
Caffey
deeg.
with a nice 1 deeg here.
Peter Parker,
Maybe they should just
1
stick to Deagles. Steve here, gonna opt to take ladder. Not gonna be cleared. Should hear at least Caffey close. Once again, Steven's trigger discipline. Choosing to take his time.
I don't think they're gonna expect.
Spots out Caffey. Looking for a little bit more, but it's just going to take the free kill. Should be aware of Kyle's position. Kyle! 1 dig again. Somehow... Kyle and Caffey only get the rounds with the deagles. Yeah. Somehow only able to win with worse money and the deagles. It's a little odd here. Peter, no head armor, but they do have AKs. You should know this. This time, the no head armor is a good buy. Announcer, can you press tab? Yeah, here you go. You can pocket watch Caffey. Most flashes in the lobby. Steve here. Molly. Pretty standard. Kyle gonna look to make some space. Steven with the swing takes him down. Caffey looking to refrag. Swung by Peter.
Team Greek.
Is that 9-4 both games? I think so.
Yeah.
Was those 2-9-4? I thought it was like 9-3 or something.
It was
I don't know if
something like that. Oof. Quick 2-0 for Team Greek.
Which eliminates
That
Team
does
Caffey and Kyle.
that does eliminate the leaguers. Which sets up our 2 semifinal matches. So this puts Pete and either Andy or Steven against Team Swethan, who are undefeated thus far. Steven's collegiate CS. Steven played collegiate CS. Is this true? Are you trolling, Dom? Can we get a fact check on this? Anyway, as I get sidetracked, our other match would be you, Dan K. You're our guest caster, Dan K. Would be you and
Yes,
Dom versus, if I'm not mistaken, Joey and Dima.
Joe Bro and Dima. Yep.
My
Okay.
next question is gonna be, who's playing in the semifinals? Is it gonna be Steve or is it gonna be Andy?
I
Like,
would imagine
Pete's
Andy
interview with
goes back.
Steve.
Like we talked
Yeah,
about, I'm
well-
probably just gonna give a time.
Yep. Whoever's there is there. to play
Whoever's
on the
there is
team.
there.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I would like to
I
thank
love
Steven.
that duo tonight. Yeah, that he played an.
Not only
at
did he
sub
show up to sub, he played extremely well.
very well.
We
It's
wanna
not even like he
conduct-
needed to play well.
Pete also
headshot for
played
hidden.
phenomenally.
Pete was on one. Yeah, he
Pete looking to bounce back from those 2 performances he had. I mean,
Yeah.
and I think he showed that tonight.
Quiet games from Peter in the group stage. Playoff player, playoff Pete. I have to start calling him
was
playoff
talking
Pete.
about being eliminated first, but ends up getting
Making
into
it
the
into the
semifinals.
semis.
All by that aim.
Logan, I know who's not in the semifinals, bro. You aren't. You're not even in the tournament. Let's keep the chattering down, okay? Yeah,
Logan's
let's
talking
let's get an interview. Let's get the interviews going. I'm curious to ask you about this collegiate CS career. Surprised he's never mentioned this to me or Sam.
What?
What?
Oh, nothing. Never mind. Sorry.
Are we gonna? Steve's never talked about it to me.
Yeah, is there gonna be an?
Yeah, are we gonna get anyone for interview
Let's
here?
move Pete and Steven
I
here.
can't move
Let's
them.
get
Oh,
him.
I can't move them.
Or the losers first? Okay, yeah.
I don't even see. I do see them.
Caffey and Kyle are in the main channel.
All right, let me ask them once. Interview. Maybe they're not in an interviewing mood. Usually people are jumping at the bit to interview.
Logan. Get him
Logan,
in.
we do not take interviews from the fans, Logan. Sorry. Peter typing, maybe wants to do an interview here. Alright, looks like Peter and Steve might be hopping in here to interview. Alright, let's get Peter and Steve in here. Oh, Kyle actually is volunteering him and Caffey first. Alright.
Yeah, losers first. We've been doing
Alright,
that.
yeah. That's fair, that's fair. Kyle and
Hello,
Caffey.
stream. Hello, chat.
Hello.
Alright, I wanted to make it known to everybody that I hate CS2.
Okay. Valid.
The gunplay is ass.
Fair.
Agreed.
I don't know if you guys know this, but this was the first real game I played on CS2.
You did say you were installing before the match, so I'm not
This is true.
not too surprised.
Yeah, he did have to reinstall the game, but you've played 10 mans with us.
You played a
Yeah, I
couple
was gonna say.
times.
I think I played 110 man, but yeah, I don't know, dude. I think I have to retire CS. It's not the same as before. It's not CS:GO.
Okay. It's a different
I'm
game.
glad
This
we
is
rushed
true.
these games.
Caffey, talk us through your thoughts. What are you feeling right now?
Thoughts.
All right. Any questions you guys want to ask, or I guess Kyle?
Nah.
Yo, how does running headshots work?
CS2.
How does that shit work?
Yeah, that's all CS2 now.
Yeah, no, this game sucks.
Yeah, it's terrible.
You can't just running one tap me through a smoke.
But he can.
It shouldn't be luck based where your crosshair is somewhere on my person. I get one tapped. Like that's
Alright.
that's ridiculous. Anyways, GG's boys.
Hey, GG.
Thank you for playing.
Good game, boys. Even you guys had some rounds where you looked like you guys could have come back there. Some of those train rounds came super close.
A lot of nice deagle shots out of both of you as well. Some
Caffey,
good
did
ones
you
with the
did you
deagle.
see Pete Ivy on that one train round when he basically came out and pushed and killed Kyle? Did you see him at all or no?
Yeah.
You did see him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for the
Kyle
time, boys, I
already
guess.
gone. Guess we'll interview Pete and Steven. Maybe a little more happy to give an interview. I can't move Pete and Steven. They gotta move to another channel. Look, I understand Cappy's a little upset, but we're putting on a tournament here. I'm not really trying to have these games get delayed because people just can't / don't want to show
That
up.
would have been
So-
that would have been pretty good, Pete. Not gonna lie.
Caffey also playing with his original teammate that was meant to play anyway, so I'm not really rushing anything. But Pete, Steven,
But let's talk about what wasn't original. Me, like.
super
It's
sub.
curious to hear
Sorry.
about your collegiate CS career.
Yeah, before anything about the match, let's hear about this, Steven. We're hearing you played
You
collegiate
really want to
CS.
hear about? Yeah, I was on the NJIT team for a brief hiatus.
Don't think that's how that
Well,
word's
is that-
used,
was
but
that
alright.
D3?
Don't think that's how that
Yeah,
word
no,
is used.
It was D1. It was D1.
Was it?
I was a D1 player.
That's gotta
for,
be
like,
cap.
I don't know, like, maybe like I mean we didn't play any tournaments, but we practiced as a team.
That's what
which is
really
what
matters.
Did you-
matters most.
Did you ever scrim against Temple, Steve? Or play? Or no?
No, I did not.
Okay.
No, I didn't scrim against a single college, but I
Imaginary
scrimmed
team.
against randoms
Okay.
on
On
Face
Face
It.
It?
Yep. With
Alright.
Drew.
Pete,
Now, was this like an official like school sponsored, or was this like just 5 guys?
Oh, this was through the school.
Really?
We didn't get any sponsorship money from it.
Well, obviously, but
When me and Sam played, our team captain asked for some money and they told him to kick rocks. So,
Well,
it's pretty good. You guys got some sponsorship. They even want anything to do with our team.
you know what? Maybe I lied. I don't think NJT ever sponsored our team. I think we just kind of made one.
Okay, okay.
But yeah.
Alright, let's get on to the interview about the actual match that just happened.
yeah, I mean, Pete, you were on one tonight.
For Dust 2, specifically, yeah.
I mean,
I want you to know I put
Great
in like
performance
3
both games,
hours
Peter.
of deathmatch on Dust map.
It showed.
well, I mean, it paid off.
It showed.
Jesus.
I saw my stats after the after the group stage, and I was like, this is just not reflective of me.
I would agree.
Yeah. Wow, I'm happy you fucking.
Playoff
showed out
Pete
there.
is here, though.
You were talking about first to be disqualified, or I mean,
Yeah.
out, knocked out, and now look at you.
Semi-finals.
Guys, can I be honest?
Yeah.
I don't know how fair It really is, and it's not against anyone, but
No, speak up. Go ahead.
No, speak your mind, Pete.
Steve
Yeah, it's definitely true.
is like good. Like Steve has, you know we shit on Steve a lot for being shitty or whatever, but like he's like better than we give him credit for. I don't know how really fair those teams are.
And also, Kyle didn't have the game before the
Kyle not
match.
having the game installed is on him. He did agree to play the tournament originally. Sam P also did
Okay.
sub for Kyle earlier, which that also arguably was unfair. Sam
I
P
guess,
plays
I
the
guess.
game much more than Kyle. I would like to just have
But
no
then I don't
subs, but want to
Yeah,
at least
how
get some
about that?
matches
Let's
played.
open up a discussion about that, huh? Like, how come Genius doesn't play CS anymore? That needs to be talked about. We miss him.
Who?
Genius?
Kyle.
Is Kyle Genius?
Yeah, that's
You
Yeah.
must have missed his interview. He said the game was dog shit,
no,
bad
I tuned
movement,
in. I
gameplay.
tuned in.
Okay.
I tuned in for the interview.
Yeah. Not a big fan of CS2.
That's okay. I don't think anyone really is. CS Go was way
Pete,
better.
Pete, regardless of Steve's skill level, you obviously made some adjustments. What kind of practice have you been putting into with your aim and everything? Because you were on one, you were clicking on heads, you were winning pretty much every fight that we saw. So
Yeah,
what kind of
no,
adjustments
that's
did you
true.
make?
like I said, for an hour and a half directly before this started, and for like another hour and a half earlier in the day, I played deathmatch on Dust 2. I had played a lot around long. Just really
Okay.
got like the angles down.
Okay.
Not gonna lie,
grinding.
we were kind of memeing around when we picked Train second, but I figured
I
no
I
one
was gonna
picked
ask
Train,
about
so
that
it was
next,
fair
yeah.
game for everyone.
No, I love it. I love the random map pick.
It really came down to like just pure aim skill.
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
And you guys
No
showed
one
Alright.
made
up.
the map. Beat also hasn't touched Train since Go, so that
Yeah, I
was,
was.
it was nice learning the map. I assume.
Gotta say, the new Train horrible in comparison. Different
But-
discussion.
But they make your knives look pretty sick, so can't complain
Let-
about that.
Let's bring up that discussion, Pete. You guys opted into the new train, looking to get some unknown territory for both teams. What are your thoughts about the new map? First time playing it. What do we think?
I don't think it. I just don't like the set. Like I miss all the train cars. That whole little
Mhm.
hallway section. Like it being way more open felt awkward. But I guess it
Mhm.
could just be me not being used to it.
No, I understand as well.
Um,
I was pointing out that not only is there one less train, but the red train is slanted and almost kind of pushed away at the
Yeah.
angle. You know what I mean? It's a lot more spacious for the terrace
Yeah.
to get out of T-Con.
I
That
agree.
plus the fact that like
Yeah, and you guys threw great util to get out of that Acon, and you guys were taking site pretty well, I'd say, on your T side.
It just all comes with the experience, you know. Me and Pete, we've been playing since the Dark Ages, and you know, it just goes to show, you know, practice makes perfect, and we're ready for the next game.
If Streets are saying, Steve, you hit global maybe in 2013 or something? Is this true?
Yeah,
hit global like 2 years ago.
I hit global.
Is this true?
Can't
Yeah,
hit
global,
it's
like
true.
not even like before Go ended.
Wow. What a gamer.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah, we
impressed,
don't
you
know
I
who
did
he
it
was
all-
playing with.
Steve, was
Yeah, we
Steve the
don't know.
first
We
global
don't
in this
know who
Discord?
he was playing with,
I,
but
I was a
He was
solo
not
queue
playing with-
global.
solo
He was
queue.
not playing
Wow.
with
I don't
Sam
know about
because
that,
he
but-
he
Yeah,
hit global
well-
before Sam did. Hate to bring that up.
The
Alright,
Twitch
alright.
team
Regardless
believe
of
that
how
they want
Steve
to.
hit global, that's not really relevant.
All memes aside.
Steve, I'm a little disappointed. We only saw one scout from you?
Yeah, I was taking it a little bit more seriously.
Okay.
I didn't know if, you know, the scout was expected of me.
Are you meaning to say you
Um,
troll when we play comp normally then by buying the scout a lot? Is that what you're trying to get at?
I usually buy scout when I watch mid, and I make my best picks mid with the scout.
Mm-hmm.
Set, like on Dust usually.
Not optional on Dust 2 Wingman, yeah.
Yeah, not optional there. So I didn't really. It wasn't really a good opportunity for me to buy scouts there.
Okay. It's fair, I
I'm good
guess.
for quick, rapid peeks at a distance, not at a close distance. That's why snipers are snipers. But you know.
Yeah, yeah. Understand.
So.
Johnny,
How you doing?
think any last questions?
No,
I
just
mean,
want to give the floor to you guys. See if you guys have anything.
Yeah, any last thoughts
additional
then?
comments you want to make?
Yeah, how's the next game gonna go?
What do you
I
mean?
assume if Andy's able to play, that Andy's gonna. be
Andy's
able...
gonna take my spot, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Felt bad for taking his spot.
He wasn't on, so.
He's still not
Same
on,
reason Sam P
assume
subbed
he'll
out
be-
for
Yeah,
Kyle.
He's on.
Is he on? Oh, I do see him now. Wonder how Andy's is feeling about his teammate putting up that big performance. He's got to feel pumped after that one.
Yes, so Steve
Oh,
gonna be
what's
in
up,
the
Sam?
tournament now?
No, Andy's gonna come back.
no, Andy's
we
gonna-
just said that.
Like I think, like we said, Sam, I'm probably just gonna give them a time.
I just came back. I missed that whole match.
No, I meant like before. Like we might, I think for the semis and the finals, it's probably just better to give them like a time, and just say like, look, like, show up. If you don't, you can get one sub. Otherwise, forfeit.
We should set up subs for the next tourney. For people that aren't in. Just a thought. Like
What do you
dedicated
mean?
subs.
Not a bad idea.
I guess if we do it again.
Or- Yeah.
we've had tons of subs already. So
Yeah, like we really
it
shouldn't
might
be.
happen.
We shouldn't
Just a
really
thought.
be subbing as much.
Just a thought.
Depending on how many people do it again as well, we can maybe try to figure out doing it more like a longer, like pro league type event, if that makes sense. If you guys follow pro CS, how it's more like, well, I guess more like
I know,
old pro
I know
league,
what
but
you mean.
you play a lot more of the teams. There's a lot more group stage
Having almost like a
matches.
season?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Almost kind of like a season. Like maybe we can have it's like this time there were 6 teams. Maybe we do it again. Every team gets to play each other before playoffs, but then playoffs is only the top 4. Maybe it's just straight up a championship game. Still, will definitely give time limits. I mean, I know none of you guys have played ESEA League. I know Sam and Johnny have, but if them two remember, you essentially every week, like let's say it's 14 games over 7 weeks, you get 2 games a week, and if you don't play the game within that week, it's just a forfeit. You can schedule with the other team at any time.
I actually like that
Or it's a
idea.
forfeit.
I feel like we should be doing that.
I would argue we should do it a little bit less time than a straight week, since it's only 4 people versus 10, but that might be something in the future we can do.
I think it's.
But
I think it's a good
with
idea.
ESEA as well, like if people agree to Wednesday at 7 and someone doesn't show up to Wednesday at 7, the match is forfeited, and you would have to literally ask an admin to unforfeit the match to play another time, and that's up to the other team
Wait,
and the
did
admin.
Kyle say he retired?
Yeah, Kyle, not happy with CS2.
Yeah, well, that's understandable though. Just goes much better. Yeah, where it was.
We should have a CSGO tourney once they enable like private matches.
We could probably set it up. It would just be much more of a pain in the ass.
Yeah. No, like that would make it easy, I think, in the future.
Steve, do you feel accomplished
maybe.
now?
Not really.
Not really, he says.
Um,
Okay.
No, I just feel like it was kind of unfair.
Hmm.
You think so?
Yeah.
Ah, jeez. Who would have thought?
I mean, I was like down to play just for the sake of playing. Like I was thinking like that would have been like an unofficial match, like before even going into it. But I guess it's too late now. It doesn't really matter.
There's gonna be more. Maybe.
All right,
Maybe
Yeah,
not.
we'll see.
I want to thank Patty and Donald for letting me join the casting crew. I'm gonna
Mhm.
congratulate Pete and
I wanna thank
Steve
you.
on winning that map.
Thank you.
That's
thank
it,
you.
Jen.
I'm gonna have
Thank
to watch
you,
it back
Dan
so I can hear Dan K.
Yeah.
Some great insight from a player within the tournament Dan K gave.
I also need to go.
Oh, what
Get
you
to
guys
bed.
think of my almost chalk on this too at the end?
You almost choked.
Yeah, with they were both coming out long.
Oh, yeah. Kills are kills, man. You got him.
Alright.
A kill is a
That was
kill.
embarrassed.
Hey, look, it's hard shooting people looking the other way, man. It's hard. Happens to the best of us.
Yeah. Alright. Well, GG's. Good job, Pete.
Yeah,
Alright.
what's up, Steve?
Thank both of you for playing.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
That'll be the stream for today, I guess. VOD will be going up soon. I know you guys like to watch the VODs back to watch fucking highlights you hit or whatever.
Sounds good.
Probably give a break for tomorrow, and then we'll have matches Friday or Saturday, maybe both.
Okay. I don't think I have anything going on with Magic, but
Can schedule them later.
oh wait, there's no Magic this week because Dan's not here.
I think Kyle.
We'll
was
figure it
planning
out.
on hosting it,
I'll
but I
I'm gonna
don't
stop
know.
the stream.
Oh, yeah.